Well, our next conversation has to do with the Habitat Fair 2021. The event is to address housing challenges to be launched on Friday. And ahead of that, let's hear from one of our partners, Cities and Habitats. We have Daniel Edu, Project Manager, Cities and Habitats. Thank you very much, Mr. Edu.
Thank you, Israel.
All right, so it's great
and
to
good
have
morning.
Good morning. It's great to have you. Now we call you Cities and Habitats, but actually you are, or you still are, the planned city extension project. So you tell us about the transition first.
Well, essentially, not really a transition. The
Okay.
Cities and Habitats are the lead developers for the Plant City Extension project.
Okay.
And so I'm still the project manager. I happen to be the project manager for the Plant City.
All right, but the point
project.
I was just making is we've always known you as a Plant Cities, but as extension. It is now we're calling you Cities and Habitats. So it's Cities and Habitats that gave birth to Plant Cities Extension project.
No, the other way around. The Cities Extension project is the baby of the Dingo Pram Pram Desert Assembly.
All right.
Who are supported by the local government and the UN Habitat.
All right.
Now, because it's private-led, Cities and Habitats are the lead developers.
Okay.
For the project. They are putting in the investments, the land issues, and all of that.
All right.
Yeah, basically.
All right, great. So, what do you have for us this Habitat Fair 2021?
Well, we are coming up with, we have even the +1 promo we call giving up. For those who would register within this period, we are giving an additional room when you finish making your payment and when you're part of our affiliate housing cooperative. So essentially, that's the way we want to also, we'll be giving out some 50% discount on the registration.
Okay.
Our project is demand driven. You'd need to apply first before we commence your project for you. So we have a registration fee. We have initial deposit. I'll be giving out 50% discount on the registration.
All right.
So let's expect some good things, at this Habitat Fair.
Great. Now, the theme for this year's Habitat Fair is to build or to buy or build. For those of you who are looking at properties, getting properties. Now, Cities and Habitats, they have a special arrangement, and I'll get Mr. Edu to talk about it a bit more. But for them, they're giving you another option, which is rent to own. So you'll be paying rent, and next thing you know, you're owning the property. I want you to elaborate, Mr. Edu.
Yeah, you see, there is apart from business, there must be the will to want to do something for the generality of Ghanaians.
All right.
So you look at the pocket, the various income brackets, the majority of Ghanaians, and you realize that it is difficult for people to make very huge upfront sums of money, for their houses. Not that they don't need the homes, they need the homes, and so we had to do our own study, to understand the markets, look at various options and, practices in other places, other jurisdictions, bring it down to our local settings, and then to model what we call rent to own. So essentially, nobody wants to live in a rented apartment forever or a rented house forever. Sometime in future, one would want to, live in his own house. That is why, for most people, especially the civil servants, you realize that at the time that they are going for pension. It's now that someone has completed his foundation and has put a single room, on the platform. It is a quest to want to have, my own house. That is why even at that pension age, I would want to, still get something or a place where I can put, my head. So the rent to own brings, it brings us the opportunity, especially for most young people who are growing up, you need that kind of arrangement where you can flexibly and affordably own your property. So if you are say 25 and you've started work, you can imagine that if you are doing a 25 years or 20 years plan, you can imagine that long before you even go on pension, you have your own house or place to live.
Yeah.
And once you have done up to 20%, you are moving into your house. If you register now, by 3 years, the house is ready. If you're able to top up or you can't top up your 20%, you can move into your house. And before you realize, you have finished paying. Once you are also in your house and you know that you have to pay, there will be that urgency, to not want to be spending monies, anyhow. The little you get, you know that you have some rental or some rents to make, and which is also going to lead you to a full ownership of the property. So basically, that is the rent to own. It's for us, it's a way to go, and it is the cutting edge of our, is a cutting edge of house ownership.
All right.
Whichever way you look at it,
Yeah.
whichever way you look at it.
So it's great. Now you were with us last year. You were with the Habitat Fair last year, and this year it looks like you're coming on even stronger. What's business been like, or what's been the feedback after the last year's program?
Yeah, last year was good, by the grace of God. As you said, we are coming stronger. It means that things have been reasonably good, even in the face of COVID.
Yeah.
And you realize that there are three things, three essentials. We talk about food, clothing, and then you will always talk about shelter. You understand? So people need, whether COVID or not, people need houses. And from last year we had quite a good number of people expressing interest. Most of them, over 60% of them, for those who registered, over 50 have actually registered and applied.
Oh, that's wonderful.
We have exactly, and this year we are expecting more. Last year the stands were full, from as soon as the stands open in the morning till as late as 9. This year we are hoping and we are hopeful that um, it might even be more, because we have, the system is good, very transparent, and it's orderly, and there are no fears at all. Those who were in 2 years ago, apparently who had even just made normal registrations, are now running because they realize that, hey, it is true. It's a reality
Yeah.
after all. So we're expecting some good things to happen
Great.
this year at the fair.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So the fair is going to be launched this Friday, and we're looking forward to getting to see you and hear a lot more of what you have in store for us and what we actually have in store for you for this Habitat Fair 2021. Thank you very much, Daniel Edu, Project Manager,
Thank you
Cities
very much.
and Habitat. So as I indicated, the fair is going to be launched this Friday. And then we actually going to have 3 clinics, and you can be part by being there, or you can also join us virtually. We'll give you all the details for after when we launch it this Friday. We're taking a break, and then IB is going to be here with Showbiz. Don't go away.